Welcome to today's discussion. I'm Claire, and I'll be guiding you through the latest news stories.
And I'm Alan. We'll be exploring these stories in depth, providing context and clarity.
Let's start with the news that Myanmar's detained former leader, Aung San Suu Kyi, met with a representative of the International Committee of the Red Cross on Monday. This meeting comes after years of questions over her health and well-being.
That's significant because she's been in detention since February 2021 when her elected civilian government was ousted by Myanmar's military. What were the circumstances surrounding this meeting?
The military-backed government announced that the meeting took place in the capital. The International Committee of the Red Cross's representative met with Aung San Suu Kyi, marking a rare moment of contact with the outside world for her.
So this meeting is seen as a proof-of-life moment, ensuring that she's alive and relatively well. How does this meeting impact the international community's perception of her detention?
The reporting suggests that this meeting may help alleviate some international concerns about her health and well-being. However, it doesn't necessarily indicate any immediate change in her detention status.
Right. And what's the significance of the Red Cross being involved in this meeting? They often play a role in facilitating communication or visits in sensitive or conflict situations.
Exactly. The Red Cross is known for its neutrality, which makes it a suitable organization for such interactions. Their involvement can provide a level of assurance that the meeting was conducted in a controlled and safe environment.
Moving on, the House Ethics Committee has recommended that Republican Rep. Chuck Edwards of North Carolina be censured after finding that he engaged in persistent, unprofessional, and inappropriate conduct toward two young female aides.
That's a serious allegation. The committee's findings suggests a pattern of behavior that violates expected standards of conduct for a member of Congress.
What are the potential consequences for Rep. Edwards if the House votes to censure him?
A censure is a formal condemnation that can have significant political and reputational implications. It doesn't necessarily remove him from office, but can affect his standing within the party and among constituents.
Are there any precedents for this kind of action against a sitting representative?
Yes, there have been instances where members of Congress have been censured for various forms of misconduct. The specifics of each case can vary widely, but it serves as a formal rebuke.
Let's discuss the news that Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche has rescinded President Donald Trump's $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund after GOP senators threatened to block his attorney general bid.
This fund was established to compensate Trump's political allies, and its termination is significant. What were the reasons cited for rescinding this fund?
The reporting indicates that the decision was made after GOP senators expressed concerns that the fund could be controversial and potentially impact Blanche's confirmation as Attorney General.
So the move appears to be a strategic decision to avoid potential political fallout. How might this decision affect Trump's allies who were potentially going to be compensated from this fund?
It's likely that these allies will no longer receive the support they were expecting from this fund. This could have various implications depending on the context of their situations.
Capital One disclosed that it closed bank accounts held by President Donald Trump in 2021 due to concerns over possible money laundering.
That's a significant revelation. What exactly did Capital One say about the reasons for closing these accounts?
According to the court filing, Capital One flagged financial activity associated with Trump's accounts that had characteristics of money laundering, leading to their closure.
How does this relate to the lawsuit filed by Trump's financial companies against Capital One?
Trump alleges that Capital One illegally closed his accounts for political reasons. Capital One's disclosure provides their justification for the closure, which is tied to anti-money laundering concerns.
The Trump administration is planning a major overhaul of the Head Start program, which could gut its quality standards and leave states to set their own rules.
This is a significant development in early childhood education. The proposed changes could have far-reaching implications for the program's quality and consistency across different states.
What are the main concerns being raised about this potential overhaul?
Advocates are worried that gutting the current standards could lead to a patchwork of varying quality across states, potentially disadvantaging some children, especially those from impoverished backgrounds.
How might this impact the overall goal of providing early education to disadvantaged children?
The changes could undermine the program's effectiveness by allowing states to potentially lower standards, which could affect the quality of education provided. As we wrap up today's discussion, it's clear that these stories cover a wide range of significant issues, from international diplomacy to domestic policy and political accountability.
Indeed, and they've sparked important questions about the implications of these developments. We'll continue to follow these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available.
Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.